all, Tyler and Amber, they're not here, but I was thinking this was coming across the mountain. What a responsibility that we've got,
Yeah.
that I've got, that you've got,
That's right.
and that they've got. I always tell folks, now I'll do my best to win your kids, but it's your job to win them.
That's right. Sure is.
Amen?
Amen.
God give Jackson to them, and it's their job to win.
That's right. That's
But if somebody don't, I will. Amen?
Yeah.
It's better to win them.
Yeah.
My kids, I don't think I was preaching when either one of mine got saved. I was off preaching when one of mine got saved. Jessica got saved at home while I was in revival, about 100 miles away. And I got home and I wondered why they was up. It was after midnight before I got home. And she said, well, Jessica wants to tell you something. So Jessica got saved at home. So Mama won her, amen. So some plants the seed, some waters, but God adds increase.
Right.
Now, I want to tell you this today. Only God can save her.
Amen. That's
Lord
right. Yeah.
Jesus is the only one can save you.
Right.
I've never saved nobody.
That's right.
I remember a preacher told me one time this old drunk walked up to him and they was in a tent revival. And he said, preacher, you don't remember me? He said, no, I don't remember you. He said, well, I was a drunk that you saved at the last tent meeting over there. And he said, you look like something I'd saved. Amen?
Yeah.
You look like something I'd saved. Lord, what the real thing. All right, now I've got your life, and now I'll get you. Chapter 21 of John. The honeymoon goal.
Bless him, Lord.
You see Jeffrey today. Appreciate him coming. He said he was hunting a preacher, so I'll try my best. I'll try not to let him down. Verse number 1. After these things, Jesus showed himself again to the disciples at the Sea of Tiberias, and on this wise showed he himself. There were together Simon Peter and Thomas, called Didymus, and Nathanael of Cana in Galilee, and the sons of Zebedee, and 2 other of his disciples. Now I want you to notice that. 2 other of his disciples. We're not told which one. There's just 2 more. So me and you could fit in that boat, okay?
Yeah.
Simon Peter saith unto them, I go a-fishing.
Yeah. That's good.
I thought we'd done sold the boat and the nets and everything. Evidently we didn't. They say unto him, we also go with thee. That's kind of when people backslide on God.
Yeah. Come on.
They'll say, well, I'm just going to quit church and I'm going to quit living right and just get out of the will of God. And somebody will say, well, I'll just go with you.
Yeah. That's right. Amen.
It's always better when you got a Christ.
That's right.
And I've seen folks do that. Well, I got mad preacher and I didn't like what he said and I'm going to quit. And they'll say, I'll just go with you.
Yeah.
There we go. So we'll go with you. They went forth and entered into the ship immediately, and that night they caught nothing.
That's right. Amen. That's right.
That night they caught nothing.
That's right. Yeah.
Why did they not catch nothing? So I want to use the thought today, I go a-fishing.
Yeah.
First of all, I want you to look what they had.
Yeah.
They had a convention of the problem children.
Yeah.
These were his disciples that he called personally into the work of the Lord Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And now he's already been crucified and resurrected, and he's already appeared unto them one time before, and now he comes to them again.
Yeah.
Now I want you to look what they're doing. They went back to their boats, back to their nets, back to their job. They wasn't doing what he called them to do. He called them to be fishers of men. And you and I that are saved today are to be fishers of of these men, it was a failure of the experts. Now,
Yeah.
these men were not just common, ordinary fishermen like we do. You know, we get a float and a rod and a reel and a bucket of minnows and some jigs and we go fishing. That's not what these men were. These men had fished all their life for a living, and they knew what they needed to do to catch fish. And I'm going to say today, I know what it takes to catch fish. I've used the same bait and throw that bait all these 40-some years, and it's never failed to catch fish. But they fished all night and caught nothing. Well, let's look at it.
Come on.
There's nothing wrong with the boat.
That's right.
That's right.
Didn't sink.
That's
Didn't have a hole in it.
Amen.
There's nothing wrong with the bait.
right.
Amen. Woo!
Come on.
I'm glad there's nothing wrong with the bait. Amen.
Yeah.
I just keep on throwing it. Amen.
Yeah.
And you just keep throwing it, and if that don't catch them, they want nothing will catch them. Amen. I used to fish a lot, and everybody around town would ask me, where are the fish is at? And are they biting? And they'd say, what bait are you using? Amen. I've had a lot of preachers today that I know that started out when I did. They used to use the same bait that I always used, but they've switched to something else now. I'll tell you something today. If the gospel don't get the job done, nothing will. Amen. It takes the gospel to get folks saved today. The boat was all right. Their bait was all right. Their nets didn't have holes in it.
That's right.
But yet they didn't catch nothing.
Right. Yeah.
Fished all night and caught nothing.
Yeah.
Why did they not catch nothing? Well, I'm going to show you why they didn't catch nothing.
Yeah.
I'm going to take some of these and show you them and show you what was wrong.
Yeah.
It wasn't the boat or the bait or the place,
That's right.
because they'd caught fish there before.
Yeah.
All their lives they had fished in this place.
Yeah.
Y'all know what honey holes are?
Yeah.
I had honey holes that I wouldn't tell nobody about.
That's right.
I didn't even tell my wife and kids. Amen. When Judd got up a little bit bigger, he'd talk a whole lot. And when I'd carry him place, now I wouldn't tell him this is a honey hole. I said, just tie this bait on and throw right under, and you'll catch fish. Amen. I say unto you today, that's what we as men of God today tie the Jesus bait on and throw it out and let catch the fish.
That's right.
Now, if nothing was wrong with that, what was wrong? The problem was the crew.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. Amen.
Now, I'll tell y'all something, you Oak Grove. Ain't nothing wrong with me.
Come on.
Bless you, Jesus.
It's not me.
Bless him, Lord.
I can't fill a church up.
Come on. That's right.
I can't make folks
That's
come.
right.
That's right.
What's the problem? The
Come on.
problem is the crew.
Come on.
We are not being fishers of men.
Come on. Preach it.
I know you say, preacher, it's hard to get lost people to come to church. I'll agree. I've been there. I've done that. You can't make them come. But I'll tell you what you can. Out there, you can be a fisher of men. Out there, you can live right in front of them. Out there, you can talk to them about their soul. And when they tell you that it's none of your business, you tell them, excuse me, but you are my business.
That's right. Amen.
I told a lot of folks that. They say, well, it ain't none of your business how I do and how I live and where I go. But I said, it is my business.
Yeah.
I'm in the soul business.
That's it.
And so are you.
Amen.
Preach it.
It's your job just like it is mine. All right, so now, let's look at this motley crew. First of all, we've got a critic in the boat. His name is Nathaniel.
Bless you.
He's the one that said, can any good thing come out of Nazareth? Now, can you imagine criticizing the Lord Jesus Christ.
That's right.
That's right.
But we have a lot of people today, they do the same thing.
That's right,
We've got preachers today that won't preach and mention His name, and it makes me wonder what they think about Him.
Yeah.
You gotta know they don't know Him, or they'll talk about Him.
That's right.
You know what you talk about the most? What you love the most.
Yeah.
And if you love Him the most, you'll talk about
Come
Him.
on.
I love Him the most, so I preach about Him. Amen.
Preach it.
Nathaniel,
Yeah.
a critic in the boat. We've got critics everywhere around here.
That's right.
They're in Jacksonville, they're in Piedmont, they're in Anniston, and I hate to tell you they're in Cheats
That's
Creek
right.
too.
Yeah,
Amen.
they are.
There's critics out there.
Yeah.
They criticize the preacher, they criticize the church,
Yeah.
they criticize everything about us.
Right.
And we got old dead folks that don't like good meeting. They criticize us because we do like meeting.
Yeah. That's right. Amen. Amen.
I can't tell you how many times I've been criticized the way I preach. And I'll see an old preacher sometime, he says, do you still preach like you used to, or have you changed to the new method? You say they don't change. And we was talking right before church. Used to, you could go to any Baptist church around here,
Come on.
and everybody'd sing out of the same songbook
Yeah.
and the same songs, and they'd
right.
preach out of the same King James
That's
Version
right.
Bible,
Amen to that.
and they'd preach the same message,
Yeah.
and they'd go to meeting.
Amen.
Well, I want to know why they ain't catching fish.
Come on.
Because the problem is the crew.
Yeah.
Nathaniel was a critic. We got people that's all they do is criticize.
Yeah. That's right.
Now I call a spade a spade,
Yeah. You do too.
and I always will.
Yeah.
Sin, and I'm gonna call it that.
Amen.
I don't care what your little thing is to do. You think you're getting away with it, you think, well, the preacher won't like that, I don't need to do that. You don't, that's not what you need to say.
That's right.
What you need to do is what the Bible says.
right.
And if the Bible says it wrong, then you don't need to do it.
That's right.
Whether the preacher cares or not.
That's it.
That's
But
Amen.
there's critics out there.
Yeah.
They criticize the Bible.
Sure do.
They criticize the singer.
Yeah.
They criticize the preacher.
Yeah.
They criticize the member.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had that before I even come here.
Yeah.
I had folks criticizing this church before I come here.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Amen.
They said, well, you can't do nothing with them. I said, I'm not going to try to do nothing with them.
Preach it. That's right.
I said, the Lord can do something with everybody,
Yeah.
including you.
Yeah. That's right.
Woo! Including you.
Amen.
He knows your faults too.
Yeah.
If you hunt the faults, you can find it in me.
That's right.
You can find it in anybody in this church. You can find the
That's
fault.
right.
But I'll tell you one
Come
thing
on.
you can't find. You can't now find no fault in the Lord Jesus Christ. They tried and they tried and they tried and they said, I find no fault in Him. I ain't never found nothing wrong with
That's
Him.
right.
Oh, I ain't never found nothing. I ain't looking for it.
That's right.
Nothing
Amen.
wrong with Him.
That's right. Amen.
Nathaniel was a critic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, me right there.
Come on.
God help us. Lord help me. I'll admit it sometimes. I
Yeah.
get aggravated.
Yeah.
When people don't do right and preachers don't do right, I get aggravated.
Yeah. Amen.
And I call wrong, wrong.
Yeah.
If it's wrong for the member, it's wrong for the preacher.
That's right. Yeah.
We ought to have a higher standard than what we got.
Yeah.
Amen.
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 Don't think you just live like the devil out there and come in here and shout on Sunday.
Come on.
That don't work. Amen.
Amen.
You can't lose your salvation, but you can lose the joy of
Yes,
it.
can. Yeah.
David did. He said, Lord, restore unto me the joy of thy salvation.
Amen.
Amen.
Get to where you don't shout. Get to
That's
where you
it.
don't praise. Get
That's
to where you
right.
don't raise your hand.
Yeah.
Get to where you don't clap. They said, I don't like clapping. Well, you don't like the Bible.
That's right. Amen.
Bless
They
the
do a
Lord.
lot of clapping.
Yeah.
Somebody said, I don't like folks to raise their hand, and you don't like the Bible, because it's a commandment, raise your hand.
That's right.
Amen.
Bless him, Lord.
Now, you know, I don't see. I hope nobody don't see.
Bless him, Lord.
That's it, Chief.
Well, I gotta get the rest of these. Now we go to the second member in the boat. And this guy was a doubter. And this guy's name was Thomas.
Yeah.
Thomas didn't leave much of nothing. Remember he was running that mouth when they gathered there in the upper room?
Yeah.
He was running that mouth. He said, I won't believe it until I put my hands in his side
That's what he said.
and his hands. I won't believe it.
Yeah.
You better be careful. He'll call you out.
Sure will.
Yeah.
Amen. We got a doubter. He doubted the Lord had wrote.
That's
They
right.
didn't believe it. You know why I know they didn't believe it? They didn't go. They wasn't there when he was going to get up. But the ladies did. Thank God for ladies.
Yeah.
Amen. They was there.
Yeah.
But them men, they was hiding somewhere. Amen.
Amen.
The problem was a crew.
Amen. That's right.
Huh?
Yeah. Come on, preach it.
They was first there, and then they had to tell him, go tell my disciples that I'm going to meet with them. And by the way, tell Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
God knows your name too.
Yeah, good.
Hey.
Hey, Thomas, come here. See, when you doubt God, God can't do nothing with doubt.
That's right.
God can't do nothing with unbelief.
Right.
You see, that's what sends folks to hell.